Are you looking for a quick and easy fix for your hair on a morning where things just aren't going your way? Or are you looking for a new way to style your hair to kind of spice things up a little bit? Well, I have the perfect hairstyle for you. Braiding. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to do 3 different types of braids. First, the original braid, second, the French braid, and my personal favorite, the fishtail braid. Before you start your braid, you want to make sure you have a few materials on hand so you can maintain your hairstyle and have it stick through the entire day. The first material you want to get is a brush. You want to brush through the knotty areas to make sure they're nice and smooth, but do not brush through your entire hair. Do not brush every single piece, if that makes any sense, because then your hair will be flat and it won't really hold the braid and it won't look, I guess you would say, voluminous like you want it to look. The second material you probably want is bobby pins. Now these are important, especially if you have layered hair like I do. You can kind of pin pieces back if they tend to fall out of the braid. And also these can be used if you want to braid your bangs back, which I will be later teaching you how to do. You're going to want rubber bands, any size, color, doesn't really matter. It's kind of up to you and the thickness of your hair. These are going to be used to hold the braid in place so then it doesn't fall out if you're. And lastly, you're going to want hairspray. It doesn't really matter which kind you use, but you're going to want some if you have hair like mine that tends to fall out and is really flat, because hairspray will kind of hold it in place so it'll last all day. So after you have all these materials with you, you can start braiding. So my mom here, say hi, Mom.
Hi.
Yeah, okay, great. We are going to demonstrate the braids that I'm going to be doing on her, and so I'm going to be going in order: original braid, French braid, and fishtail braid. So like I said before, you want to brush out every knot that she has, but she doesn't have any, so I'm just going to start braiding. To do the original braid, you want to separate the hair into 3 equal pieces like this. So once you have these 3 pieces together, you're going to take the side on the left and switch it over, and now that becomes the middle piece, like this. Then you're going to take the side that was originally on the right and move it in the center. So now that becomes the center. And you're going to keep doing that same motion until you finish it. And then you're going to see the braid start to take form. And then once you have your braid, it's going to look like this. Then you're going to take your rubber band to hold it in place. She doesn't have any layers sticking out, so she can pretty much just leave it like this, and then she has her braid. So that's how you do the original braid. So my mom's hair isn't long enough to do an entire French braid going back, but it is long enough to just braid her bangs back. So I'm going to do the French braid on her bangs. So if you're wanting to do a just entire French braid with the hair, just follow these same instructions and just apply it to your entire head. So I'm going to take my mom's side bangs. I'm going to take a small section, and like before when I was starting the regular braid, I'm going to divide this small piece into 3 different pieces like this. I'm going to start doing a regular braid and just do one little tie. But now, when I have this outside piece, I'm going to take a section of her hair that's not in the 3 pieces and cross it over so that becomes the center piece. I'm going to do the same thing with this back piece and take this and make it a little bit bigger. So every time these 3 pieces become increasingly bigger, making it a French braid. After you're about halfway through, you're going to want to start just regular braiding back and don't grab any more pieces. So then, after you're at the place where you want to go, which I'm going to stop right about here, you're pretty much done with this French braid. Can you lean forward? Mm-hmm. And that's what it kind of looks like, that French braid effect. And then I started the regular braid just to finish off this side braid. I'm going to take about 2 bobby pins, pin one going this way, and then I always tend to put one going back just in case hair doesn't fall out from the back either. And now we have our French braid for the side bangs. And like I said, if you want to do the same thing for your regular hair, just take that concept and apply it to your entire head of hair. This braid I'm going to be showing y'all how to do is the fishtail braid, and this one's really, really easy, and it's really, really pretty as well. So instead of getting 3 pieces like we did in the previous braids, I want you to divide your hair into just 2 pieces, equal of course. Once you have these 2 pieces, you're going to take a piece from the left side and cross it over to the right side. Then I want you to take an outside piece like you just did from the right side and cross over to the left. You're going to repeat this motion until you get to the very end. So as you can see, this kind of, it doesn't really look like a fishtail, so I don't really know why it's called a fishtail. But this fishtail kind of shape starts taking form after a few pieces. And make sure all pieces that you grab from each side are pretty much equal, because it'll look weird if you have big pieces grabbed on one section and then smaller pieces grabbed on the other. So just make sure they're around the same size, so then it'll look better when it's the finished product. So after you finish getting most of the hair, you're going to see the really pretty effect that this braid had. You're going to rubber band it like you did the first one. And there we have the really pretty, my favorite, fishtail braid. Today I taught you how to do 3 different braids. I taught you how to do the regular braid, the French braid, and also the fishtail braid. So I hope that after you saw all these, you'll now have a quick idea on a morning where things just aren't going your way, or you just want another hairstyle to kind of make your hairstyle different. If you've been doing the same thing for a while, now you know a few more things to do for your hair to make things a little different.